Hi, my name is Paul. I'm a Norwegian living in Manila, Philippines. I've been living here for the last 4, 5 years, and I haven't been back to Norway since I came here. It's time to see if we can do a trip over Christmas. And when I say we, I picked up some extra luggage on the way. I now have a partner and a 2-year-old baby. Well, the baby got her Norwegian passport just last month in August. My partner needs a visitor's visa to get into Norway or to Schengen. So, the most important thing I have found out is that you have to do your research, and you have to do your research well. You cannot rely on social media and all the idiots on there commenting on posts and think they know. You have to actually do the search yourself and figure out what you need and what the Norwegian government expects from you. What documents, what requirements, and all that. So, that's what I'm doing today. So, back on the www, the information superhighway, the intraweb, the source of all conspiracies, lies, and sometimes facts and truths. So I'm back on UDI.no. UDI is the branch of government that deals with immigration and visas and stuff like that. Utlendingsdirektoratet. And it shows me that for a visitor's visa, a holiday visa, it takes about 14 to 15 working days to get a reply. Since the Filipino applications are processed in Bangkok, it takes probably another week for the documents to go back and forth and so on. On this website, there's also a checklist of what you need for documentation and requirements. You need an original passport, of course. A passport photo that's not older than 6 months. Not edited, so no filter, no beautifier, just your ugly mug as it is. A signed printout of the harmonized application form from the UDI online application portal. So that's back on UDI, where you find the application form. Travel medical insurance, valid for the entire trip and the entire Schengen area, with a coverage of at least 30,000. Now, there is a list of accredited insurance companies that you can contact, or I contacted to see what kind of coverage we could get and what kind of what kind of prices there are. Most of them, well, half of them replied. It's about 30 on the list. Half of them replied. Most of them do not have what they call a COVID coverage. The few that didn't has a good coverage and is the average price I could find for 90 days visa travel insurance, is about 10,000 peso, which amount to 1,800 Norwegian kroners, or 175 euros or American dollar. And you see that list here, where there's about 28 different insurance companies, and you have the requirements. That is the basic or the minimum of what the travel insurance has to cover. Reservation of a round trip flight ticket. So that's just go on booking.com or direct to the airline and get that sorted. That's easy peasy. Proof of funds, bank statement, salary slips, pension from the last 3 months, last tax receipt or similar. So what that means is that you have to show that you are able to support yourself while you're in Norway. It's a minimum of 500 kroners. It's about 40 euros or dollars. I forget how much it is in peso, but it shouldn't be. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Well, anyway, I can come back to that. So you have to have that covered. It's we're planning to stay 90 days or 3 months, and that amounts to about 45,000 Norwegian kroner. So off we go to the bank, get the bank statement from my partner's account, and we submit that in her documentation. And hopefully job done. It's about 2,600, 2,500 peso. And if the applicant doesn't have a bank statement with those funds or whatever, you can always apply for. You can have a sponsor. That means that the person that you are visiting in Norway can go to, I guess, the police station with their last tax return, pay slips, and get that confirmed that they have the means to support you or support the applicant for their duration of their stay. And ship it over to the Philippines. So when the application is done, it's just a matter of submitting that with all the other paperwork. There are invitation letters if you are visiting family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriends. You need an invitation if you are going there on a business trip from the business that you're visiting, or a conference, sporting event, whatever. For a pure tourist visit, you need a proof of booked accommodation for the duration of the stay, and a day-to-day itinerary. So it all depends on what you're looking for, but for us, it's basically we're staying with friends and family. We have the funds and means to, or she has the funds and means to sort herself out for food and other pleasures during her stay, and we go from there. Now, the embassy is not handling the visa application themselves. And because of the modern or the times we're in, everybody needs to be vetted, and so you have to go for a appointment to submit your application and documents, and this is taken care of by a company called VFS Global. I think they are doing visas for quite a lot of nations, and they have offices all over the world. I have encountered them when I was applying for visas for groups to India, in Norway, and the Norwegians going to Sri Lanka. So they are commonly used. What you do is you go on the website of theirs. There you book an appointment with them. You have to sign up for an account. It's quite easy to do. It's quite quick. You fill out a form with the name of the applicant, passport number, and then you choose basically when you want to go. For some reason, there's no problem getting an appointment to apply for a visa to Norway. I was looking at the site earlier today, and I could have gotten a appointment later on for today. However, I haven't been able to print all the documents needed for my partner to apply, so I will go there on Monday or Tuesday next week. Today's Friday. You get a confirmation by email when you have chosen your preferred date and time, and I guess you just show up at their office and take it from there. There is here in Manila an office in Makati, and I see they also have an office in Cebu. What else? Well, I guess that's about it. Yeah, for that checklist again, there is a point here where it says proof of ties to your country of residence, if applicable. Example, close family relation, marriage, children, etc., occupation or financial commitments. I guess that's because when you are going to a country where you need a visa, you have a limited time of how long you can stay. That nation wants you to go back, and the more ties you have to where you actually live, the easier it is to get the visa. So, for example, if you have children and you bring birth certificate, so and you're not obviously traveling with the children stays at home. If you have a job, if you own, for example, property or land or something like that, it's more likely for you to return to your own country. If you are a single woman without a job, or a single man without a job, and no family, it's easier for the government to think that maybe she or he is going to start a new life in the visiting country and are not returning, and then it's not you shouldn't be applying for a visitor's or a holiday visa. So we're going to bring birth certificate from my partner's first child that lives out in the province, and I guess that would be job done. So that's about it. I don't think I forgot too much. No. Anyway, I have the weekend to figure it out and get everything printed and have the appointment with VFS Global on the beginning of next week. And then, since we are in the beginning of October now, I hope that we are going to leave in the end of October, beginning of November. So it's just a matter of gathering documents, get them printed, and off we go to Makati.